Every time Boeing has had a safety issue, and I go back to the software glitch of 2013, it kind of served its time, and it's still doing that. I'm not saying that we have all the answers, and I'm certainly not saying that people shouldn't be pointing a finger at them trying to get all the answers. But whether it's the FAA grounding them and ultimately coming back online, eventually you get to a place where Boeing needs to be Boeing's biggest enemy. And right now, outside of this, which we don't know, Boeing hasn't been. It's been as well run as any company in the world from an operational perspective and from a free cash flow perspective, unlike Boeing of other years. So right now, if you look at where the stock has actually defended this kind of key level between 340 and 360, this news is very, very important for confidence. It doesn't solve all the legal, but it does solve a lot of the confidence issues.
I sort of agree. I mean, I think it's important, right? It's you can't help but, if you're a CEO of a company and you see of someone who would purchase planes and you see others who are doing it and you're not the first one, and then you start to think, all right, maybe it's okay to put a toe in the water, and that sort of breeds confidence among other potential buyers. That's so maybe the bottom is in. I think there's still issues about Boeing is not cheap, right? And we are in a trade war. There is that as well. But I do think maybe the worst is over. I do think a name change, which we did talk about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here we are, 373, 374. This is where the stock basically cratered down to after all this news came out, probably back, April, March or so. So we're right back to those levels. I thought it would stop here 3 months ago. It obviously had another 10, 12% to the downside. But to Tim's point, I think the worst is in, and I think there is room to the upside. You're basically saying the defense portion of this company is not worth nothing, but close to it. And although I understand what Karen's saying in terms of valuation, this is a company that's traded richer than it has now in similar environments. So I think Boeing goes higher from here.
340 seems to be a decent support level. So risk-reward wise, you know where your stop out is. Below 340, you're out of there. But up here, I think you're okay.